everybody, welcome to Keto-alicious, and today I've got a little bit of a treat for you. The biggest thing with Keto-alicious, or with keto, and for me, for Keto-alicious, is being on keto. I am such a bread lover, and I think a lot of people are too. So today what I want to do is I want to do one basic bunch of ingredients that you can then change, and you can make hot dog buns, you can make hamburger buns, you can make breadsticks, you can make pretzels. You can make a bunch of different types of breads, and you can you can have them for different occasions. So everybody loves a good hot dog, everybody loves a good hamburger. So I thought today I would take just a very generic brand recipe that can help you make many different things. I didn't mention pizza crust, but this will be perfect for little pitas or pizza crust. So what I'm going to do today is I'm going to make a few of those. Now you guys can make half of a batch if you want to. I am doing 3 cups of shredded mozzarella cheese, and I've already shredded that up into a big bowl. And then I've got 4 ounces of cream cheese, and I cut them into little smaller pieces so that when I microwave it, it will hopefully melt a little bit faster. So I'm going to take this and I'm going to microwave this probably for about a minute. And then I'm going to come and stir it, and then if it's not melted enough, then we'll go ahead and put this in the microwave again until we get kind of a melted base. So I have put it in the microwave for, I got a piece of paper in there from the cream cheese. Can't eat that, yuck! All right, so I'm stirring this up, and I think I'm going to have to put this back in the microwave for I'm going to put it back in the microwave for about 30 seconds, and then, okay, so this is about the consistency that you want it. You want to make sure that you get the cheeses and everything mixed up very well. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this into a food processor. Now, if you guys don't have a food processor, that's okay. You can just keep it in the bowl. And you can mix it by hand, which it's fine either way. I just find that if you put it into the food processor, when you add all the other products, it just kind of has a tendency to blend a little better, but that doesn't mean that you can't do it by yourself. Okay, so there we go. So that is the cheese mixture. Now, if you guys, this is probably going to make about 12 different types of whatever we're doing. Hot dog, hamburger buns. So if you like that, keep this recipe. If not, if you're only by yourself and you want to, do half the recipe, do half the recipe. Okay. So then it calls for 3 cups of almond flour. So I'm going to put that in, and I'm going to put in 2 eggs. And the food processor is super nice because it's super easy. It does all the work for you, which makes my life easier. All right, guys, and then I have some xanthan gum. This is kind of what binds it. You don't have to put that in there if you don't have it, but it's a nice binder. So that was a teaspoon. Then I have, actually I should have put it in here. I have 2 tablespoons of baking powder. Now also keep in mind that you do not have to just do this. If you want some flavoring, if you're doing pizza crust, you can feel free to add seasonings and things like that. Because I'm doing it so bland, I'm going to kind of do the seasonings toward the end. So I'm going to put this on, and I'm going to make some noise. So we're going to blend this up. this up until you get kind of a ball. So I'm going to keep going just a little bit longer, and then I'm going to scoop it out, and then I'm going to put it on some saran wrap. I'm going to just put the ball and stick it in the freezer, and then I'm going to turn the oven on 400 and just let it sit in the freezer until my oven is ready to put this in. Guys, that should be pretty good. Now it is going to have kind of a sticky consistency, so I'm going to bring my wrap here, and I'm just going to spray it with some spray. You don't have to. I think it might just be a little easier. And then I'm just going to take this out and just kind of pull it into a ball. And it is going to be sticky, guys, just so you know. Which it's okay, because it is it's a great dough once you get it thickened a little bit again. And it's pretty, oh, see, it's, sometimes you're gonna find that it doesn't blend 100%, which if that's the case, it's okay, because this is so forgiving. You can put it back into the food processor, you can blend it yourself. And as you can see, it is, you know, it is a very, very sticky flour, or a very sticky dough. You can also put oat fiber or psyllium husk powder into it. Sometimes, or you can even put flaxseed milk. You can put a little bit of that. That gives it a little bit more of a dense consistency. But for this, I just, you know, I guess you could also put a little bit of whey protein powder in it as well. So you can be very, this is very versatile. So I'm going to take this, and as you can see, you know, I've got quite a lot of dough there, but I think putting it in the freezer for just a minute kind of helped that. And there's no rhyme or reason to this. I'm just kind of stacking this together so that I can get it in the freezer. Get it off. Be careful with that blade. It's sharp, guys. Don't cut yourself. Perfect. And I'm not going to be such a perfectionist. I am a perfectionist, by the way, but so I'm going to try not to do that here in front of you guys. All right, so here we go. There it is. And I'm going to just wrap it up. I'm going to put that in the freezer as we speak. Just cover it a little bit, just so that, you know, it's covered. There. Okay, I'm going to put this in the Okay, so this has been in the freezer for about 5 minutes, and my oven is almost at 400, so I thought I would pull this out. The first thing I'm going to do is put some flour or some oil on my hands to make it easier to work with. And then I'm just going to kind of break it into a ball. Now I'm going to leave it back on the plastic. If you want to grab some almond flour, or I would even say some coconut flour, just to lightly press that. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to break this into pieces. So I'm going to cut it in half, and then I'm going to cut it in half again. Now it is sticky, guys, so I'm just warning you. I'm going to cut it in half again and again. And I'm going to try to get 12 pieces out of this. So I'm going to cut it like this and this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's 8 pieces. So the bigger ones, 9, 10, 11, 12. All right, so that'll give me kind of different options, because I'm gonna do, in front of you guys, I'm gonna roll these And I'm gonna make hamburger buns on one, and then I'm going to make hot dog buns on the other. So you just kind of have to play with it and make sure that you get them kind of consistent, which nothing has to be perfect. So what I do, guys, is this is so simple. I just roll them out, and I just, you think about the size of the hot dog that you're going to use this for. And also, I'm going to use these little guys because I'm going to do kind of a, probably tomorrow, I'm going to take these after they're cooked and I'm going to make a treat because I think that we all deserve a treat from time to time. And my favorite food is lobster rolls. So I'm going to take one or two of these and I'm going to make lobster rolls in front of you guys. So you'll have yourself a wonderful treat if you're a seafood lover like I am. So I just take these little guys and I just roll them out, not too thin, but because they don't have any yeast in them, so they're not going to expand too much, but just, enough for a bite size for a meal. So that's what they're going to look like. So I'm going to take these and I'm going to do the same thing with this one, and I'm just going to roll it out. And, I know there's a lot of perfectionists out there. I'm one of them, but I'm trying to, just be more casual. And so, you can try to make them consistent with the others, but, some of them are going to be bigger, some of them are going to be smaller. And they don't have to be. You can just this dough is so versatile, you guys. Now, you could be rolling this out, putting this on a pizza tray, put parchment paper, and then spray the parchment paper with oil. Actually, I should be doing that right now too, while I'm thinking about it, putting oil on this parchment paper and then laying the dough. So you can do this for hamburger buns. You can roll these little guys out a little bit thinner, take half of it and roll it super, super thin for little breadsticks for dinner. And you can put melted butter over the top of it with garlic. Now these are also good for bagels. Take these bagels and round them just like that and cook them. Put your little everything but the bagel, put that on there. Put some butter on that, and and have yourself a bagel. Now make these into a pretzel. Put these into pretzel sticks, and you can have pretzels. There's so many things you can do with this. That's why I really wanted to use this dough so you guys have little options. Now, some of my dough is, fatter than others, so it's starting to bug me, so I've got to fix it. But I'll show it to you before I put these in the oven. I'm trying to kind of keep them close so that they all cook kind of the same. But you guys get the idea. This is so easy. You saw how easy it was for me to do this. And as you roll, you'll start to pinch off so that you have the right sizes. And that'll add up to having about 12 pieces of dough or bread or buns or whatever you want. The recipe I'm going to be doing for 12, so I will break down the nutritional facts per roll, whether it's a hot dog roll bun or it's a hamburger bun or a roll. I mean, you can make rolls. You can just make them round, whatever you want. Flavor these however you want. These are yours. They're so versatile. So I love this recipe. This recipe is so great. And if you want them to brown a little bit on the edges of them, then add butter to them. And just for the sake of time, I'm going to grab another pan here and I'm going to shoot these over, and I'm going to make a couple hamburger buns. Depending on, the size of your hamburger, you can just kind of press them to be a hamburger bun. You can do them as flat as you want them. You can do them a little bit thicker if you want. You can do the size or the consistency that you want. So there's no rules, but you can have bread with keto. See, it's just so easy. I'm gonna lay these on, and then I'm gonna do a couple more, maybe hot dog buns. Trying to keep these a little consistent too. So this is so easy, guys, and I just hope that you try this recipe. It's so easy, so versatile, and you can have hamburger. You don't have to have it on lettuce if you don't want to all the time. Trying to be easy here. I know everybody's really busy, but you know what? There is nothing hard about this. You can have your kids do this, for goodness sakes. Your kids would love to be able to, you know, play with this. This dough, as you can see, I just put some oil on my hands. It's cheese and almond flour, and look, once you get a little bit of oil on your hands, it's not sticky anymore. Just that little bit of time in the freezer just makes a world of difference. And see, they're beautiful. So I'm laying that there, and I'm gonna do one more actually probably two more hot dog buns, because I like hot dogs and I'm gonna use them tomorrow for my lobster roll recipe. So I'm gonna do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. That'll give me 12 pieces of different buns. So that's kind of what I'm going for with this recipe. So they're not perfect, guys, but you're getting my point here. And it was so easy. Cleanup is super easy. If you have one of yours that, you know, has a little bit fatter, it's okay. Try to keep them, you know, if you're, for nutritional purposes, if you're really concerned about that, try to keep them more consistent. But these would look pretty good. They're, you know, they're pretty consistent. There's one that may be a little bit bigger, but there you have it. Very versatile recipe for hot dog, hamburger buns, pizza crust, pretzels, breadsticks, flatbread. You could do calzones with this. You could do pita pockets for breakfast. I mean, the sky is the limit with this. It is so easy. So I'm gonna put them in the oven. I am gonna take my brush and I'm gonna just take a little bit of butter and put a little bit of butter on each one of these, just because I want them to, you know, have a little bit of color. And you don't have to do this if you don't want to, but I think it's just, you know, a good addition. Another thing you can do is you can put egg wash on it, and sometimes actually egg wash too will brown them very nicely too. And now would be the time if you were making something else that you wanted to flavor it. Let's just, you know, say you wanted to add, I don't know, let's do the everything on a couple of my hamburger buns. So why not? Look. So now you could put onion flakes on it. You could add different things that you like to the tops of your hamburger buns. So I think I forgot one of these. There you go, look at that, so easy. All right guys, so I'm gonna put this in the oven. When they come out, I will show you what they look like. All right, so they're out of the oven, and I chose to take them out because the bottoms were starting to brown a little bit, and I didn't want them to burn. Now I understand that these are probably not the perfect shape for hot dog buns. You know, these will probably be salted and just eaten. My family will eat those, but you can shape them as thick or as small as you want them. Now when I cut that on the side after they cool and fill that with either lobster or a hot dog, it'll be a perfect meal. And, you know, depending on your macros, you know, you can have a couple of them. And then these beautiful hamburger buns, I went ahead and put a little bit of egg wash on them, and you can do that if you choose to darken them up a little bit. So now I'll wait for those to cool, and so probably this week, excuse me, in the next, excuse me, in the next couple of days, slice those up and have some really great hamburgers, and I'll be taking some amazing pictures of the final touches with all of these. But for today, I hope it helps for all you bread lovers. I hope you guys get an opportunity to try this recipe, this super easy recipe, and shape them however you want. Shape them for breakfast, for bagels, and put cream cheese and vegetables and meats on them. The sky is the limit with this recipe, guys, so enjoy it. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you're not a subscriber of mine, please do. I'd love to have you guys visit with me while I make my videos. And also, if you have any questions about anything that I've done today, feel free to leave it in the comments, as I always watch them. Until next time, guys, I guess the next one will probably be lobster rolls. I can't wait to share those. So I'll whip up some lobster, and as a treat, if anybody loves that. And until next time, I'll see you guys. I hope you're having a wonderful day.